everybody, and welcome back to Upstate Update. It's Sunday, February 18th, 2018, and we are coming at you live from the now snowless tundra of Syracuse. There's no real way to get around it. This is going to be a quick show because there's only one big thing that happened to me this week. That is, I got sick. Really sick. It started on Sunday where I kind of thought to myself, I'm getting a little sick. I have a headache and I feel stiff, and this is generally stuff that happens when I get a cold. But I wasn't that worried because it wasn't that bad, and if it was just a cold, I'd miss a day, and there would be no harm done. Nope, I probably had the flu. A fairly fast-moving version of it because I'm perfectly fine now, and if I didn't talk about this and just you watched one show to the next, no way to tell. But I woke up on Monday feeling pretty bad, but I have two classes in CRS that day, and they have a pretty strict attendance policy. So Monday is about the worst day to get sick and miss all of my classes, so I was like, okay, I'm going to get myself together, and I'm going to see if I can try to go to class. And if I can't, I'll stop, but I'm going to try to go. So by the time I get myself all showered and eaten and ready to go, I'm feeling okay. And I go to class, and I go there to Greek and back to CRS recitation. And honestly, by about 12:30, I'm feeling okay. And then I get back home, and I think my body stopped working over time and sort of putting up the shield. And then I started to really feel it. I did, and this is I didn't. My mind did not catch up, so I still went to BDJ, and worse, I went to my nerd class Doctor Who screening, which I can't even be mad about because the show was good, and I'm glad I went and saw it with the same group as I saw the first batch of episodes with. But I got chills before BDJ, and so I had a long sleeve shirt base, a flannel shirt over that, a jacket that's got these little puffy, it's sort of a light puffy vest with cloth sleeves over it, then I put my brown jacket over it, then I put my parka over it, and a scarf and a beanie, and I went to class. It wasn't that cold. And so I showed up much fatter, wearing 5 jackets, was still cold in class for a little bit, then managed to overheat myself, which I was okay with. And then on the way home from the Who screening at 10:30, it was then legitimately cold, and I just was shaking the whole way home. So I went up to Sierra's room and she warmed me up, but I then got overheated and very feverish, and then when I went to try to go to sleep Monday night, I didn't sleep. I was fairly delirious because I can't even remember. I don't remember thinking coherent thoughts. I had a terrible headache and everything hurt. I made it to Tuesday morning, was like, yeah, I'm not going to class. So I basically called off all the morning classes, and even the class later in the day that I was going to try to go to. I really had no chance. And then I tried to sleep after I forced myself to eat breakfast. I forced myself to go to the dining hall and eat breakfast. And then I came back and I slept from 9 to 4 with basically no breaks. So I recovered the sleep, but I also, on Tuesday, was probably as sick as I've ever been, at least in a long time. I was nauseous, but this weird sort of between I didn't need to throw up, but I really didn't feel good, so I was just stuck in this really annoying middle. So I did absolutely nothing Tuesday, and basically just I tried to help hang out with Sierra a little bit after she had 3 tests on Tuesday, so once she got home from her 3 tests, I tried to hang out, but I don't even really remember much of that because I was very out of it. And then so I took Wednesday off as well, also still sick. This time it mostly moved on to the nausea portion of it. So I took the morning classes of Wednesday off. I did then go back to BDJ. So it really went BDJ. I was sick, and then I went back to the next BDJ class because I was feeling a little bit better, and I was testing. I'm like, okay, can I survive this class? Answer was yes. I also had a quiz there, but still not great. But by Thursday, I was mostly okay. The headache was gone. The sore throat that was slightly there had receded, and my nausea was getting better. By Friday, I was fine. On Thursday, I went to all my classes. I only had 3, but I went to the entire morning's block of classes and survived mostly in one piece. So by now, I am fully on the mend, but this has not been a fun week physically. So I had recovered by Friday enough to hang out with my friends in Sadler Hall on Friday night, and yesterday was Saturday. Luckily, didn't have a ton of homework this weekend, but yesterday Sierra found out that she gets to go to this retreat thing next weekend, and I went to another screening. This time we watched Star Trek, one more Doctor Who, a really freaky one that I didn't like it. It was very good. I didn't like it. We also watched First Contact, but not the movie. There's an episode called First Contact in Next Generation. And we watched Journey to Babel with Spock's parents from the original show. So that was fun. We get to see 80s Star Trek and 60s Star Trek. My big takeaway is that Kirk wears his insignia on where his belt should be, sideways, and he has a V-neck. I did not know that. Everyone else has like a uniform. Original Star Trek was wild. But we only screened 3 episodes, so it was a bit shorter. I wasn't sick, so it was much more fun, and that was last night. Today, Sierra and I planned for our spring break in Albany, because that's getting closer, and I messed around here. This is a very slow news week. There's not much I have interesting to tell you. The only thing that really was big for most other people this week was Valentine's Day, but neither Sierra or I had dates, so we hung out a little bit, but both her and I were feeling absolutely terrible, so we just kind of shared in our miserableness physically. Also, my mom sent me a baseball is my Valentine shirt, which I did wear on Valentine's Day, even though I was sick for most of the day. Which I have been assured was a heartfelt gesture, not a burn on being single from 3,000 miles away. Oh yeah, but that was pretty much all that happened this week. So what's on deck? Get back to school, making sure I'm not behind on anything, and I think I'm going to start planning trips. I know I've said this before, but I might go see Tiff and the twins this weekend, and I think I want to nail down a time I want to go to the city, because I kind of realized that I can leave Thursday afternoon, because I'll be done with all my classes. If I pack, I can leave for the city and get there Thursday night and have 2 full days in the city plus Sunday to see my friends and do stuff in the city when I'm not frantically traveling through it. So this is going to do it. I'm your host, Wyatt Barmore-Pooley, for Upstate Update and Radio WJBP. Signing off. We will see you next time.